Right, in today's video I'm going to be doing a moderator test comparison. I want to see, one, the difference in sound, and two, if there's any change in the point of impact. So I'm going to do it with the shroud on the Ultra, then I'll do it without the shroud, then I'm going to use the AirMaks silencer moderator, then the Hogan Decimeter, then the 3D printed one that my brother printed out for me. Then I think I got this one off Blade Newman. I think it's a Fatboy, if I remember correctly, and this little one, also off Blade Newman, is the baby Fatboy. And I believe this is the smallest one that he does that is still effective. Now, when I did the noise test, I did first with the shroud, then without the shroud, then with the AirMaks, then with the Hogan, then the 3D, then the Fatboy, then the baby Fatboy. When I shot the groups, I did it with the shroud. I didn't actually film it because I didn't move the camera. Then I did it with no shroud. Then I did it with the AirMaks one, then the 3D printed one, then the Hogan, then the Fatboy, and then the baby Fatboy. Hopefully the audio will come out alright on this, but the microphone's broke, so it's just using the GoPro mic. What I'm going to do is shoot over the top of the decibel meter, get a decibel reading, then I'll shoot 5 pellets into a target to see how much, if any, the moderator's shroud, whatnot, change the point of impact. And no shroud. There the AirMaks. .3D printed one. Now the Hogan Decimeter. This is a one that I won in a competition on Denny's channel, Ratching the Rattles. That sounded a lot quieter to my ear anyway. Now we'll shoot some groups. Well, I cocked up by not changing the camera when I shot with the shroud on. The AirMaks. just for comparison, that's my original Blade Newman one, and that's the one I recently bought. So I'm expecting that one on the noise comparison. Okay, right. That's the group I shot with the shroud on. Not great, but it is under a 5p, and you'd expect that at 25 metres, wouldn't you? That was with no shroud on. I don't know if anyone noticed, I didn't have the air stripper on the end either, because the rifle comes with an air stripper, so that's not quite under a 5p. That's with the AirMaks moderator, that's under a 5p. Hogan, under a 5p. 3D printed one, under a 5p. This was the one I shot with the Blade Newman ones. That was the Fatboy, underneath the 5p. The wind was howling a bit at this point. That was the baby Fatboy. Then I shot that one with no shroud and no air stripper. Then I shot the Fatboy again because I didn't think it was fair because of the wind. That one, that was me, so that's much better than that one. That's the wind. Then I shot again. That says BFB. I got that wrong. That wasn't the baby Fatboy. That was with no shroud and the air stripper that came with a shroud, because the rifle comes with an air stripper. It's not the right one for it with the shroud, obviously, but I should have brought the air stripper down with me to make it fair. Well, you obviously saw the results of the decibel meter test, didn't you? But to be honest, there isn't really, to the ear, there's not much between all of them, to be fair, because even though with nothing on it, it was 75.8, and with the baby Fatboy it was 74.4. There's a hell of a difference in the sound of the rifle. So whether it takes the harshness out of it or what, I don't know, but yeah, make of that what you will. And if you liked what you see, please like and subscribe. Catch you next time.